Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is PA Dipper, and I'm not actually bringing you a dip review today. I know, sorry. But I'm actually bringing you more of an educational video. I've seen this uploaded a couple times on different channels, and I've always wanted to do one if I got my own channel established, and now that I do, I want to do one to inform people the way I wish I was informed about dip. This is a dipping for beginners video. So all you veterans and pros and wannabe pros, you don't want to watch this, leave now. I don't want any hate. I'm just trying to help out a fellow dipper starting the dip. So I wrote down some notes because I tried this video before and I was all over the place. So first off, follow me on Instagram, and I have an Instagram page. It's the same as my YouTube, PA Dipper with 2 R's. And I'm going to be making a Twitter page soon too. Probably the same, PA Dipper with 2 R's. Maybe PA_Dipper. I'll let you know as soon as I can, whenever I have that. There's a difference between chew, snuff, dip, snuzz. I hear a lot of people saying this is chew. It's technically not. It's technically dip tobacco. Chew is more like a red man or beech nut. Snuff or fine cut is this stuff. I'll show you right now. It's very fine cut. I will tell you that. See how little the fragments of it is. They are pretty small. Snuzz comes in pouches. Snuzz or pouches, they're technically the same thing, but they're just not called the same. People like Grizzly, they make snuzz, or pouches, my bad. So first, it's a dip channel, just throwing a bomb. I've been wanting to try straight and wintergreen together, and I don't know if I really want to, but I think I might save that for another video if I don't get any new dip. So, pack this with a nice little lip, straight. That was one dip. And I don't take the biggest dips, so you can see how much they really do jip you. When it comes down to you, and you need dip, that little pinch that they take out of there really does matter. Alright, so now that we've got a bomb in, let's see what's next on my list here. This thing comes in handy. I like it. Let's see. I guess we'll start with brands. There are a lot of different brands of tobacco. There are Stoker's, Grizzly, Skull, Copenhagen, Hawken, Kodiak, Timberwolf. There's so many different kinds of tobacco. Camel makes tobacco dip, I should say, not just tobacco, dip. There are a lot of different companies that make dip. The front runners, obviously, Copenhagen, Grizzly, and Skull. Then the front runners, they make the most money, obviously. You see them advertised the most, too. So that gets you thinking. The other front runners, they're going to be really expensive. Well, actually, no, they're not. Grizzly, very cheap. $1.50, $1 a can. Very cheap stuff. Copenhagen. Oh, dude, Copenhagen, they're really known. They're really big. They're a really big company. They're going to be really expensive. Nah, can like this, $2.50, $2.39, $2.19, something like that. Oh, that must mean Skull's pretty damn expensive. Well, you're kind of right. This goes for $2.50 a can, $2.48 I think it is exactly. Whoops. You can get 2 cans for exactly $5. But there are peach and apple, citrus, berry. They're really expensive. They're $5. I think they're like $5.13. They're really expensive. So Skull is a little bit more expensive, and they're not as good as quality as Copenhagen. Uh, Grizzly is pretty shitty, but a lot of people like Grizzly, and I'm not sure why, but if you do, hey man, whatever. So, yeah, that's that. Long cuts. Oh, let's see, Copenhagen Wintergreen long cut. Grizzly Wintergreen long cut. Skull Extra Mint long cut. Stoker's long cut. They're all long cut. They gotta be the same cut, same length. Actually, no. They're not at all. Stoker's is known for having the longest cut. I don't know if I can find any, because this is a finished tub, but I probably won't be able to. There are some very big strands of tobacco in this. They are known for having long tobacco. I don't know if you can see on the lid right there, but you can see it is not just a normal long cut. They are very long cut. So, that's that. Copenhagen, which is more of a mid cut. They're not as long. They're not as long. Still a longer cut. But compared to like Grizzly or Skull, they're more mid cut. Let's open up Grizzly. I'll probably puke from the smell of this because I absolutely hate this stuff. God damn, that's nasty. See, you can see right there, I found a big piece. It's a longer cut than Copenhagen. I'm not really sure why, but that's that. There's not anything in the Skull Extra can. It's empty. But it's about the same. It's a little bit shorter than Grizzly. I'm pretty sure Grizzly's probably one of the longest cuts there is. Alright, so with all that said now, if you're just beginning dipping, you've never smoked before, nicotine levels are definitely something that plays a huge factor. If you're like me and your first dip was, it was actually Redman Chew, but I guess it's not your first dip. So my first dip was Grizzly Wintergreen, and that is probably the highest nicotine level tobacco dip there is that I know of in the United States. It's definitely one of the front runners. And I put one in, and I'm not talking the big one that I have in now. Just a little tiny dip, like a snuff dip, and it killed me. I remember faintly last summer, my friend gave me, frankly, the kind that I'm dipping now, in a little baggie, because I wanted to try it. And he gave me one of his pinches, and he takes pinches like I take now. And I haven't dipped back then. I didn't dip back then, and I wanted to try it. I kind of wanted to start up again, because my friends were starting to turn 18, and I put the whole thing in, like when he does, like this. And if you're not used to the nicotine level in your body, it'll kick your ass. It'll make you puke. It'll make you upset. It'll make your stomach all upset. It'll make you hungry. It'll make you all kinds of shit. Your head will start spinning. It'll give you a headache. Let's just say it kicked my ass. Needless to say, Skull is not a very high nicotine level dip. Copenhagen is pretty high. That's why I'm starting to dip it now. I need more nicotine. It kind of gives me a buzz, like the one I put in on my wintergreen review. Kind of give me a little bit of a buzz, which I really like that. I love the buzzes now. Back then I didn't like them, but now yeah, I like it. I like it a lot more, anyway. If you never smoked before, you definitely want to try out either Timberwolf or Hawken. Hawken is the lowest nicotine level there is. It is very, very low. You can put ones like this in, if you never dipped before, and it'll be fine. It's also more of a longer cut, too. It's more like a chunky. It almost reminds you of Redman, but the leaves cut up. It's not like a shredded tobacco leaf like these are. It's more like a chunky dip. It's kind of weird. But that's what makes them unique. Timberwolf is similar to Skull, with this really low nicotine level. They make about the same flavors as them too, so I guess I already covered the flavors too, and the prices. Cracking, packing, and putting in a lip. I know I'm not one to say about putting in a lip, so I won't really touch that too much, because I'm not the best at putting in lips. Cracking a can. I always have people ask me, yo man, can you crack a tin for me? Can you get your knife out and crack this tin for me? And I'm like, dude, you don't need a knife. It's not that hard. All you do, see that warning label right there? That little white line? Take any fingernail, put it right above the white line. Right there, it's that little ridge. And you just push your thumb in the can and twist the can. And it'll crack. It's thin ass paper. It isn't that hard. Now packing. There's 2 ways to pack. Actually, there's a lot of ways. There's the hammer. This way. Hold the can like this. Put this finger limp. And pack it like that. And or the way I do. It's not as loud. Doesn't really wake up my parents that much. You hold it like this. Let your finger limp. Flick your wrist. Putting in a lip. Alright. Now that your dip is packed, it's nice together. You want to go like this, alright? I don't know how I'm going to do this with the camera angle. Take your finger, get your size of lip right there, pinch down with your thumb, and push up against the plastic. And then you want to pull it out. And you get a nice hog leg. Alright? It really isn't that hard. There ain't much to it. Spitters, alright? I don't have Mud Jug. Not 18, I can't really buy one. I'm not sure if you have to be 18, but I personally don't have one. I usually just spit into water bottles. But if you are 18, I suggest you getting Mud Jug, www.mudjug.com, or check out MudJug1 channel on YouTube. They're really cool guys. I really want to get one when I'm older. Or when my parents find out I dip, so yeah. Keeping your dip in there, in your lip. Now you can see it's starting to fall apart. See it sliding back there? All you gotta do, put your tongue back down there. Put the dip back in. Really ain't that hard. Or you can do it, sometimes I do to switch sides. Put your finger in. Move it side to side. Moving it side to side, it doesn't really do anything, it just kind of gets the flavor more, and it kind of gets you to spit more. I like doing it, I don't know why. And that way, I feel like it's not hurting just one part of my gum. Like this side, it's really starting to wear away, so I like keeping it on this side a little bit more, and sometimes I put it in the back. That's basically it. I'm sorry if I forgot anything. So, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to me here on YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, and please let me know what dips you guys want to see. I haven't got anybody to tell me what dips you want to see next. I'll probably be bringing you citrus and apple here soon. And I won't have any videos up next week. I'm going out to camp. So, I'll try and do one out there. I'm not really sure if I can. I won't have the best internet out there. I'm not even sure we have Wi-Fi. So I'll try my best. So, this has been PA Dipper, and I hope I helped you guys out there. I'll see you guys next time.